Yeah, hey, how's it going, everybody? Today I just wanted to talk about a book that I just finished reading. It hasn't come out yet. It's coming out on April 4th. It is a book called American War. Okay. And it is by a gentleman named Omar El Akkad. And from what I understand, he is from Egypt. He grew up in Qatar and lives in Canada. This book, though, is an excellent book. It's a great metaphor for a lot of the things that the United States has been up to in the Middle East. It's also a great metaphor for what's going on in the United States right now. The book is basically about what's about 60 years in the future, around 2074. The United States is pretty much broken to pieces, and it's split up into red states and blue states. Okay, so does that sound familiar? Basically, this woman in the book, her name is Surat. She basically becomes a terrorist because of all the things that have happened to her. She becomes a partisan, is what I would call her first. But then she's sent to a well, like Guantanamo Bay. She's sent to a prisoner of war camp, I guess you'd call it, or whatever you call those places now, a military prison, and basically tortured for about 7 years till she finally gets out and gets reunited with her brother, who was injured, very severely injured, on an attack on a refugee camp. Anyways, this book is excellent. If you guys get a chance, again, it's coming out this coming week. So if you get a chance to check it out, look for it. Of course, this one here is a, this is a uncopy edited manuscript. So this is one of those reader copies they give out, and I was lucky enough to get this from a friend of mine. So I actually got to read the book before it comes out. And again, I would highly recommend this. Again, and there's been a lot of censoring going on Amazon. All the websites that I look at for books have been censoring stuff. This looks like it could be something that somebody might get offended by. Because, I mean, you have Americans killing Americans, you have a basic civil war going on, also, one of the things that I thought was really interesting is that there's weaponized drones roaming the countryside. What happened was all these drones were being used for military strikes, and the control center for the drones was destroyed. So these drones are just wandering around aimlessly, flying around, dropping weapons, and they carry bombs basically, and they're just running around dropping bombs on people at random. So the interesting thing about that is in Connecticut right now, they're debating whether to allow law enforcement to use weaponized drones. From what I understand, the state of North Dakota already allows the use of weaponized drones, but they have to be non-lethal weapons. Connecticut, though, on the other hand, is talking about weaponized drones, like lethal weapons. So I thought, wow, isn't that interesting? This book is about, one of the small things and one of the details in the book are these random drone strikes by drones that have no control any longer. They're solar powered, so they just, keep flying. And until their weapons run out, they're just dropping bombs at random. That's what they were designed to do. But of course, they have no one guiding them. So that's a really screwed up aspect of the novel too. This reality that this author created is pretty good. I mean, you get sucked into this book. I mean, I could not really find anything really wrong with it in any way. Like as far as the narrative was concerned and the writing style, I mean, it flows pretty well. It's only about 340 pages or so, 336 pages. Excellent book, and then again, you've got this character that is just, her whole life's just shitty. And it really shows you, it can be interpreted, of course, in multiple ways. It could be interpreted as what's going on in the United States. And you could also look at it as why people become terrorists in other countries. There's a recruiter in the book who, is teaching her, about the South's heritage and that kind of thing. And in the end, it turns out that this guy is actually working for the Middle East empire that's been established. And they don't care who wins the war in, the United States Civil War. What they care about is that the United States collapses. They don't need any more competition because all those countries in the Middle East finally banded together in this reality. And so it turns out, and I shouldn't tell you too much about this, but yeah, there's some little conspiracy theory stuff going on in here too. And again, you can totally see when you read this book how this could be a dystopian future for the United States at the rate we're going. Anyways, so again, American War, pick it up, check it out. It's definitely worth reading. Pretty timely that it's come out right now, and it really could allow you to see into the eyes, through the eyes, I should say, of somebody in another country who's been treated this way and why they would turn to extremism. So, anyways, if you get a chance, pick it up. It comes out April 4th. All right, have a great day, and again, American War. Take care. Bye-bye.